So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. He's having a go! That was mighty close. Now it's Messi. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pedri. Oh, not quite. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Good ball over the top. Ederson clears it away. He's gone for goal. It is a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, someone I'm really looking forward to seeing is one of a kind, El Diego. The word legend is badly overused in our world, Peter, but he qualifies with room to spare. An absolute genius.
Just watching the guy play is a thrill. It's Kane! Pedri. Pass somewhat off target. Cleared away. And he's there to retrieve it. Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chips it through. Kane! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kane deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kane. Pedri. Bastoni makes the interception. Plays a delicate ball. Neither side yet able to find the net. Kane.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please...
Oh, he's been big chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Yamal. Some resolute defending there. He's a sharp little ball here.
Rafinha really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that... It's Kane! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Oh, that's fabulous. Terrific header. Bastoni can get it clear. And he's following up. He's got a goal. And the lead lasts no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Barcelona go into the lead. Oh, that was vital. Zubimendi has a look and plays it forward. He is through here. He's cut it out. Neymar.
2 minutos de descuento.
Threads one in. Kane! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rice gets it away. That has not gone well. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Rafinha. Well, that looks a decent ball. Costa Corta. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rafinha. Zubimendi. Pedri crosses.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Messi. Tries a shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. Kane has given away a free kick. Goalkeeper's ball.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And that could well leave a mark. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona really could have done without this. Well, the keepers these days have done their homework. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Great hit! Rodri gets rid without sophistication. De Ligt, played out to the left flank. Passes short and sharp. Oh, he's been caught. Has a goal! And he hits the net. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Maradona. Now who's going to be first to this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Kane. Kane. They're urging him to shoot. That's going to go a long way. Taken back almost at once. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Messi. Maradona. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That is good alertness. Pedri. Hakimi. Oh, no joy this time. He could be in here. That's an excellent interception. He'll try from distance. And that is doing no harm at all.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 16.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 7. El dorsal 3. El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 33.
Messi.
El dorsal
And Messi!
18. El dorsal 22.
And somehow he managed to miss it.
That could prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Looking tidy in possession here. Mbappe. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Desperate defending required here. Maradona with the short one. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Madison. And it's Messi. He rises! He's got away with one there.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
We are into overtime. That's a nicely measured pass. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Pedri. Rashford picks it up out wide. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Maradona tries to clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Magic. What a magical football match, and genuine respect all round. Messi voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Zubimendi. He's got away. Rafinha. Real chance! Decent enough try. Besiktas have reclaimed it. It's Kane! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van der Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chiellini. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, that's an inviting ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been won straight back.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And he's let fly. He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
And it's Luis Suarez. Kaka. Moved on forwards. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Kaka. Lovely bit of skill.
Pretty robust defending.
Nedved has got himself a free kick. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? It's a great ball. Luis Suarez! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely aimed pass. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Kane. Bellingham gets across to intercept that. And he's straight offside. Rodri. Keeper's got good distance on that. Upamecano makes the interception. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Now it's Rafinha.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. Chiellini. Now Van der Ven. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Bastoni. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Kane. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. That has been cut short. That's really nicely played. There's the hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. And the finish! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Besiktas have broken through. Big header! Kaka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nedved.
2 minutos de descuento.
Bellingham. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the game has already resumed. Great hit! They've scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, that's neat. Nedved. Oh, shooting chance! Goes looking wide. Back into the middle. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's Kane! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham, good strong midfield running here.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe.
Hits one! Yes! And surely that settles it. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
He's had a shot! They've done it!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7.
There's going to be another change here. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Luis Suarez. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Hakimi. Done delicately. Good ball over the top. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Pass somewhat off target. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Rodri. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely weighted ball. That's very neat. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 2 será sustituido por el dorsal 13.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, well played, well played. He's gone forward. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's been shipped out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Opts for safety. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Great chance! It's there! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Marcó en el minuto 85.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Besiktas grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pirlo. That pass isn't the best. spread it left.
Habrá
Nedved.
4 minutos de descuento.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play. An uncompromising challenge.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Pirlo with the short one. Pedri gets a foot in here. Time added on 4 minutes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That pass has been well intercepted. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Palmer did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Rashford. It's Kane! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear.
Palmer really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Budimir is onto it in a flash. And smartly reclaimed. And he's picked out the run. His chance! Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
And here's Kane. Shot could be. He's had a hit! Zubimendi looking for the runner. Oh, well played, well played. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Gnabry was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That was good alertness. Spread neatly. Upamecano can get it clear. And it's Rashford. And he's managed to get rid. It's gone out for a throw-in. And he's there to clear it. Pedri gets rid without sophistication. Approaching the half-hour mark. Played back in. Goes in for the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Hakimi. And the pass is intercepted. Japan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rashford. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Rashford. Now, what about a counter-attack? And the shot! Kane gets flagged offside. Tries to dink it through. Great hit! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Rafinha.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Rashford. Palmer. That's it! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kane. And it's Messi. Hakimi.
Un minuto de descuento.
Well timed, excellent interception. Hakimi has given away a free kick. And he was quick to react. And there's the end of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So we reach the halfway point.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. That is a brilliant interception. Bastoni with the clearance.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
He has found the way through. He gets big. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Done delicately. And that has been cleared. And he's there to retrieve it. The most accurate pass. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rashford.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated.
He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
That's been cut out, well played.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Onana. And he's intervened well there. Early ball out from the back. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's lofted through here. No luck with that dink over the top. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. And here's Canabri. It's a pretty loose pass. Fiddles it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, well played. Taken back almost at once. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rashford. And that's cause for mild irritation.
Japan merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. Header! Rafinha. He won't be happy with that one. In comes the delivery. And a header! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides
7.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 18. El dorsal
He's had it
11.
taken off him.
Messi. Serán sustituidos por
Kubo.
el dorsal 22. Filippo Inzaghi.
Filippo Inzaghi.
El dorsal 33.
Chance for the
El
header!
dorsal 21. El
No, he
dorsal
didn't
14.
quite meet it right.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Araujo tries to clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Palmer. Nicked it back promptly.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Played out to the left flank. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. There's the whistle, and here we go. Ødegaard. Fiddles it through, well read, and the danger is averted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed. Snyder! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Rashford. Rashford is in a really good position out wide. And that should be the keeper's. Ødegaard. Ryerson. Well read, nice interception. Osimhen. He's looking wide. Chooses to go cross-field. Messi. Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Played towards the front line. Bebeto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Guardiola. Osimhen. Ødegaard. Now it's Ødegaard. Osimhen. Great chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Rashford picks it up out wide. Kimmich gets a foot in here. And it's Snyder. Bebeto. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Osimhen. Oh, shooting chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Osimhen really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And the pass is intercepted. Gently done. Messi. Musiala calmly anticipates. Mbappe.
That's good play from him. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe. Here's Bebeto! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Bebeto deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And he cuts out the supply. Schneider. Can he spark a counter here? Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Messi. And Hakimi. Pedri. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Great defending, strong and determined. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That is a great pick out. Mbappe! Mbappe! Just sails past the upright.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
He's done very well to take that back. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pass somewhat off target. Rashford in acres of space out wide. No, that's been intercepted. And there is the half-time whistle. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Here we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And that could set him on his way. Mbappe, he's picked his... It's one! Marvellous goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one every...
Fires from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Barcelona have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Besiktas have reclaimed it. Rashford.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Zubimendi. And he's there to clear it. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Hakimi. Osimhen, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. He is through. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has been knocked clear. Guardiola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe, and he has been fouled there. Now it's Kimmich, aimed into... Oh, smashing header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Pinches it off him. He could be in here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
The attendance for this match.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Now it's Mbappe. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that.
Besiktas have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ryerson. Osimhen. Pedri. And it's Kane. Oh, that's a key interception. Schneider has created one goal already. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he's straight offside.
Substitution.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh, great ball!
Barcelona are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed header! Chance! He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Osimhen, number 19, Mbappe, number 13, Schneider, number 17.
Defending was strong and firm,
Coming on the field,
closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Messi,
Messi,
number 20,
Valverde,
Kane,
decent hit!
Federico Valverde,
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Kane did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
He's gone forward. Rafinha puts a cross in, and he's managed to get rid. It's Inzaghi! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Rafinha. Filippo Inzaghi. He's had a hit! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rodri. Shot a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Rafinha. Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Valverde. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kimmich. Interesting ball. Messi looking to get on the end of this. Rafinha.
If they want to count...
That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And now I'd just like to read out our...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unity.
Real chance!
He's a sharp little ball here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lucas Moura. Oh, he's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can clear their lines. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Zubimendi. Kane. Messi is in a really good... He's got full! Harmlessly behind. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard. And it's Romario. Now that's well seen too. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's well spotted. Romario. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've switched it over to the other side. And here's Lucas Moura. Cleared away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Alexander-Arnold is charging up. Up he goes! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
That's headed upfield. That looks a cracking ball. Alexander-Arnold. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Alexander-Arnold gets across to intercept that. Pedri. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Messi! It's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. Hakimi tries to clear.
Oh, great.
Right card! Oh, it's fallen loose again! That was probably asking just too much. Corner number 3 coming up. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Back into the middle. Oh, easy pickings there. Gerrard played into space out wide.
That's good play from him.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Romario. Looking for the run. Rashford. Now it's Kane. Vieira. And it's Cancelo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it
And now the hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Romario.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Araujo promptly onto that, and that is that. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Alexander-Arnold. He could be in here. Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. That has been knocked clear. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Gerrard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's Kane! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Kane put it away!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Rashford. Now it's Kane. He's been picked out. There's the shot! Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a shade optimistic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's no flag. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Always onto this, and he's in on goal. Now, who's going to be first to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that's nice. That is good strength. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira.
Inter can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Van Dijk gets a foot in here.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
So just one extra minute for stoppages. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Right card. And that is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Rummenigge. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, there first. Terrific header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has been cut short. Now it's Rashford. Aimed beyond the defence.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Rijkaard. And it's Lahm. And it's Gullit. Great ball, and he's Rummenigge! It's a loose. Damn it! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Milan have their second corner now. Bastoni clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, they could be caught out here. That's an errant pass. Gullit. That's a little off target. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Big header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get it through? Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's really well manoeuvred. Rashford goes in for the header! Goal! Barcelona! And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Rummenigge engages and forces him off the ball. Hakimi. Spread out to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up for a header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Davids. Shot could be on. Rummenigge! And the pass is intercepted. Has another go! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to clear it. It's Zico! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's put paid to a promising move. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zico.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Zubimendi. Davids. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's come back out to him. And collective relief etched. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. Zubimendi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard. Zico. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Not the most accurate pass. Rashford. He's looking to set free a runner. And here's Rashford. Davids.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rashford, who does have an assist to his name. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Upamecano clears. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And it's Zico. And here's Romario. Zico. And the shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Zico clearly thought he'd done enough. The save was like a bolt from the blue.
And it's been taken short. And the header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 81.007 spettatori.
Pedri, looking for the run.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Well, that was well positioned and well...
Has a look and has a go. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Davids. Romario. Great chance! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking for the runner. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. That's an excellent interception. Rijkaard. Lahm. Davids. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Pedri fiddles it through. No, it's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen,
tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And he's managed to get rid. Looking for options for movement. Messi! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And the referee brings it to a close. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. You're able to enjoy with us here some great scenes at this arena by the river. There is no venue quite like this one. And already we're underway here. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. David Villa. He's gone forward. Bastoni makes the interception. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kane. It's Kane! There's the header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Kane. We expected better, and so did he. Oh no circumventing this opponent. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Beckham. Pass somewhat off target. Aim forwards. And it's Beckham. In with the challenge. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Back into the middle. Up he goes! Decent enough try. That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. That is good alertness.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. There will be a throw-in. Drilled in long. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Subimendi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kane! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Kane is offering a wry smile there.
David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. That has been knocked clear. Here comes another cross. Bayer herring after the ball here. Araujo clears it all. He's had a shot! Turkey applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And the pass is intercepted. Interesting ball. Beckham. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, super ball! He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. Now that is commitment to the cause. Turkey have their second corner now. Real chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Rashford, and he was quick to react. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Beckham. Can he finish? Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. It's a mad, mad world. Players like him doing things like that, it's inexplicable, but it happens and we've seen it.
So one goes in for the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Hakimi cuts it out. And it's Davis. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Barcelona would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Substituição no time da Turquia. Camisa 23. Camisa 20.
There's the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, shooting chance! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked.
Can he finish? He scored!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
That pass has been well intercepted. Martinez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, not quite. Rashford.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.179
Smartly reclaimed. Fiddles it through. Played out towards the right wing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. That's a good ball played into space and claimed it back swiftly. Kane is flagged offside. Now it's Kane. That's a nicely measured pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He can run onto... It's Kane! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kane deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance here to counter. Now it's Kane. Messi, he's found the way through. Can he put it away? They've done it! And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, nicely intercepted. No way through. Vinicius Junior. And he's heaved it away.
Teremos uma substituição.
Rafinha, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's intervened well there. Bastoni tries to clear. Hakimi. Adams gets across to intercept that. Rafinha. Pedri. And he's picked out the run. Adams does really well there. He is strong. Hakimi. Kubo. Hakimi. Oh, great header! And it's there! And surely that settles it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal. And the finish! Sticks it away! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Vinicius Junior hurtling down that right flank. Chance with a header! It wasn't a great header in the end. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's in plenty of space here. Hakimi. Aims beyond the defence. And he's got the beat. Martinez! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the wall's done its job. They want to be quick to recover this. Now it's Messi. It's a ball kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Can he get onto this? Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Messi. Stood up well to him there. Bergomi gets across to intercept that. That's beautifully weighted. Luis Suarez hits one! And another try! It's a goal! With a predatory goal.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And it's Cruyff. Zubimendi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Kane has been caught there, it's a foul. And it's Messi. Lobbed in behind. Oh, that's well spotted. Figo. Now it's Cruyff. Pedri.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Can he spark a counter here? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's a fine interception. Opts to play it back. Got a shot away! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. He's got two. He's got a goal. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Leicester demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Looking for options, for movement. He's played him through. He's found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Kane could try cutting inside here. Goes down, but nothing given. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, delightful ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he put it away? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cruyff. He's got the shot away! Another save. So, third corner of the game. And the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
2 minutos de descuento.
Great work on the overlap. Well, they could break here. Some resolute defending there. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 25 será reemplazado por el dorsal 2.
Here we go again then.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
And it's Rashford. Pedri. Luis Suarez. Oh, perfect. He's gone for goal. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. They're up to 5 corners now. There's the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
No, again, there's no way through. Hakimi. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Luis Suarez. There's the hit! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A case now of complete control. Nacho cuts it out.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Messi. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. No, not quite.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 72.
Just about up to the hour now.
espectadores.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. Pressing high and with purpose. And just the goalkeeper. Now the finish! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Cruyff gets it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nacho is there to clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Suarez. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is a brilliant interception. Just about up to 75 minutes. Messi. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. In with the challenge. Nacho defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. Alvarez. Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's got away. Nice control. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Suarez.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And he's gone looking for safety. Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So, time for
18,
changes
el
on
dorsal
both sides,
15,
actually.
serán sustituidos por
And for sure,
el
that
dorsal
was not one of his best.
Totti. El dorsal 19, Messi. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, no joy this time. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Spread neatly. Bigo has created one goal already. Oh, this looks sharp. Gently done.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
4 extra minutes added on. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Gets his pass away. Oh, what a pass! It's Luis Suarez! It's a goal! It is no contest. It is a landslide. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved up.
And that's it. Barcelona suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour. And the juices are flowing. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cruyff. Oh, that is... And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rafinha. He's got tall. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Now it's Cruyff. That has been cut short. Played into the middle. He gets big. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pedri. Rafinha. He's got away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
First quarter of an hour gone. Bastoni. Nice bit of trickery.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's headed upfield. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Roberto Baggio. And it's Cruyff. Oh, super find. Mbappe. Chance! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan are sitting pretty. 2-0. Pedri!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. 15 minutes till half-time. Adams spots it and intercepts. And he welcomes it in. And the ball... Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's out for a goal kick. Well read, nice interception. Messi. Can he latch on to this? Well, that's well spotted. Rice. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. That pass has been well intercepted. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tries a shot! And one more try! Barcelona have reclaimed it. It's a good run down the right. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? That is a great ball. Mbappe unable to make it happen. And he's let fly. Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the lead is extended still further. Oh, did he not thump that? Did he not thump that?
Well, the power he managed to get into the shot just seemed to catch the goalkeeper by surprise. He really thumped it.
And it's half-time here. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. And look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che parcheggiare nell'area circostante lo stadio è severamente proibito. Siete pregati di usare le apposite aree di parcheggio. Cambio di giocatori.
And the action is back on the way. Barcelona decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Messi. Kane. Great hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Kane! He has done it! And they are right back within touch! Kane duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Zaire Emery. And he's intervened well there. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Baggio in acres of space out wide. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's managed to get free. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, nicely intercepted.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
60 minutes
è di
played.
80.607 spettatori.
Pedri. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's found the way through. Mbappe. Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! And it's there!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And here's Messi. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Now it's Kane. And he thumps it clear. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And that is a little undercooked. Spread it left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Casillas getting this one clear. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's found a way past. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clip. He's trying the shot. That was travelling.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's Messi. He can run onto that. Roberto Baggio. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Messi.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Good read, needed to be. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. No way through. Cruyff. Zaire Emery. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Pinches it off him. And he can clear it away. Zaire Emery. No luck with that dink over the top. And it's hoisted clear. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Good effort from distance. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Pedri spots it and intercepts. Now it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Maldini. And smartly reclaimed. Closing in on goal. Beckham. Beckham. Messi could try cutting inside here. Last-ditch oh, he's been caught on it here. Pedri. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's tidy. And that's been intercepted. Beckham. Araujo with the slide tackle there. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That could spell trouble. Tries a shot! And he's there to get it away. Still goalless at the moment. Rafinha providing an outlet on that flank. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that was vital. Beckenbauer gets it clear. And here's Messi. He's got away. Kane! This time, surely! That was a matter of inches.
Oh, and it's such a good effort. Maybe the target really should have been hit.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. Barcelona have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Passes short and sharp. Now it's Rafinha. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Kane. Pirlo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And they win it back again. That's headed upfield. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kayserispor applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can... Messi! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Beckham gets it away. Kayserispor have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Kane. Barcelona given another corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. There's the shot! Decent enough try.
Zubamendi did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Pedri. Wan-Bissaka does well to get it back. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Czech deals with it effortlessly.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Kane. And that could... Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been
It's
indicated.
Pirlo. And he's managed to... Big chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Pirlo really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Taken back almost at once. Czech has that under control. And the whistle goes for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. Goes to finish! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Oh, that's well spotted. No way through there. And he's intervened well there. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Messi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to retrieve it. Vieira. Mbappe. Beckham. Oh, what a ball he's in here! Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Hits one! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten. Kayserispor clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Kayserispor grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi clears it away. It's a mighty effort. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Played towards the other side. Messi is herring after that one. Rafinha. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Upamecano. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pirlo. Zubimendi. Messi. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game.
Messi coming on to replace him.
Pirlo attempts a clearance.
Douglas Costa.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Just eases him off the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means...
Mbappe! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. He's gone for goal! And now they can spring out of defence. And the shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 3 coming up. There's the clearance. And he's managed to get rid. And he's quick to get it clear again. Passing is crisp. Douglas Costa! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Mbappe! Mbappe! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Beckham, that's a lovely, neat pass. That is good alertness. That's ruffled a few. And Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Kayserispor ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. He's had a shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Clinical, just clinical. What?